Hello, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing a platform called Apollo.io. So let's get into it. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, Apollo.io is a go-to-market sales platform, which basically allows you to do everything from prospecting to sending emails to managing deals in your pipeline. Okay, so the main thing that they're supposed to do is essentially help you grow your revenue through email marketing, essentially, right? That's what people use Apollo for. Now, I'm gonna go jump right into the platform, get right into the meat and potatoes of this video. So there's a lot of different tabs on Apollo. Just to keep this video simple and to keep it consumable, I'm only gonna be talking about the people tab and the companies tab, but they have a lot. They have an engage section where you can actually send emails, make calls, set up tasks directly in Apollo, similar to how you could do it in a CRM or using a tool like Instantly or Smartlead. You have a section for winning deals, so this is kind of like a CRM. You have tools and automations. You have inbound leads where you can put a pixel on the website and it functions kind of like our B2B does, right? There's quite a lot of different features here. I'm only going to be focusing on the main things, which are the people and companies tab, but let's get into it. So at the moment of recording this video, Apollo has 242 million leads. They're always adding leads as well, so it gets more and more and more. But you can see 242 million leads from a total of 32 million companies. Okay, so you can imagine that the data is pretty vast. Okay, now there's two ways to build out a list on Apollo. It's either manually putting in filters, or it's using this AI agent they have right here, which is really useful because if you're not the most tech savvy, well, then you can just type in what you want and boom, you build out a list on Apollo. Okay, so for example, I want to target marketing agencies that offer SEO services that are based in the United States of America, that have 10 to 100 employees and have a CEO job title available. Okay, so you can put this in. I'm gonna let it think and do its thing, and then I'm gonna unpause the video and I'll show you guys what it cooks up. Okay, so it just got done. Let's take a look at what it was able to cook up. So from this very simple search, you can see right here that company location was set to United States, 10 to 100 employees, SEO, search engine optimization, SEO services, SEO consulting. Put these keywords in, and in the industry, marketing and advertising, right? So it did everything correct, 2,700 leads. Okay, now if I wanted more leads, the easiest thing to do is just to add more job titles that are relevant. So instead of CEO, we can do owner, founder, president, executive, right? And you guys can see very quickly, even if we just do president, we're already at 12,000 companies, okay? Now, if you want someone's contact information, like for example, Olivia Phillips, all you have to do is just click access email. I'm not gonna click it just to not reveal her email, but you can click it, get her email, it'll load in. Or if you wanna export a large list, you can just click right here, either export a specific amount of people or just export 10,000 at a time, whatever you might want, right? But that is essentially how you build out a list on Apollo. Now, you can get very creative with how you're building these lists. So if I come down here, this is what we're doing to target the company. So we basically put the industry, marketing and advertising. You can see that there's quite a lot of industries. These aren't all of them. Obviously, these are just the ones that pop up. But as you type something in, like for example, you type in banking, that's an industry, or automotive, right? That's an industry. There's tons of different industries. You just type them in and select one. But the thing that's important is for industries, you select them, right? So they're predefined categories. For keywords, you actually type them out. So for example, just from prior experience in marketing, I know that whenever you build out a list of SEO, like companies that have SEO, that can also include, for example, a software company which sells SEO services, like an SEO SaaS, right? So if I come into here and I exclude SaaS, you can see that takes away a big chunk of the lead list, right? Because conceptually speaking, they're also for marketing. They're also doing the same thing. It's just that they're a software, not an agency. And if I'm looking to specifically target agencies, well, then this is what I'm looking for, okay? So if I remove those, boom, we have 5.5K leads, okay? That's how you're able to make your lists more and more relevant. Now in here, I can add more keywords. So maybe I put an SEO. I also want to put an SEM, right? So search engine management. Or maybe I want to put in organic search, right? I can add keywords, and that's going to make my lead list bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? Now if we're looking at this lead list, we have 5,741 leads. If I click on any one of these, for example, David, he is the Chief Executive Officer at 10x SEO. So if I click on this company, 10x SEO, this will pop up all of their information. And if I go to their website, we can actually take a look at this company, right? This is obviously not in English, but I think I can set it to English. Yes, I can. You can see this is obviously an SEO agency. And if I was building a list of SEO agencies, well, then this would be a relevant person, okay? And you can basically go through a bunch of the listings, see whether they're right or not, right? And if you find ones that aren't, you basically just exclude them. You keep going until your list is very, very accurate, okay? Now, this is one of the very, very basic ways of building a lead list. Apollo has so many more features. Like, for example, you can go into here and you can target based on SIC or NICS codes, right? That's another way of doing it. If you have a list of companies, but you just want their decision makers, well, then you can come into here and you can just type in a domain and then go and you can get their contact information. So, for example, let's just say I want to find out who the decision maker at Airtable is. I can just type in Airtable, see the 800 people that work there, see co-founder and CEO Howie L, and I can click access email and get Howie's email, right? Now, again, I'm not going to click it because I don't want to link his information publicly, but that's essentially how you're able to do it. And you can do this for anyone, right? So if you want to do this for, you know, literally any other company, you could do it for Meta, right? This is going to come up with a bunch of results, right? You could do it for smaller companies. Like if we search up like some random HVAC near Old Bridge, New Jersey, for example, right? Let's say that you want to scrape Google. Okay, you have this company, Arctic Air Conditioning. If you just take this domain and you put it in here, people who work at this company come up, and then you have the managing member, right? John Dixon. And if I want John Dixon's email, I can just click access email, and that's John's email, okay? So essentially, there's a lot of different ways to build a lead list on Apollo. I would say the primary thing that determines how you're going to do it is who you're targeting. So if you're targeting local businesses, a lot of the time, scraping Google might be a great idea, right? If you're targeting software companies, well then keywords and industries are going to be perfect for you, right? If you're targeting something very specific, like maybe some super specific aerospace manufacturing, well then an NISCS code might be better, right? So there's quite a lot of different things that go into it, and that's kind of where you need to know your ideal client profile very well. And once you know them, well then using Apollo just becomes effortless, right? And also what's pretty cool is obviously we're on the people section. You can do the same thing in the company section. So if instead you need companies, not people, we can just come here and build a lead list out directly in here, okay? That's essentially how it works, and there's a lot of features here. You can target companies based on revenue. You can target companies based on technology. So like, let's say you want to sell to e-commerce brands using Shopify. I can just put in Shopify, right? And see e-commerce brands, or you know, there's going to be brands like Deloitte, obviously, because they also use Shopify. But for example, if we come into here and we type in e-com, if that's actually an industry, or I think retail would be better. Retail. And then let's say we put like e-com here, or maybe e-commerce. Yeah, so like as an example like this. And then let's say that we filter down to smaller companies, random company, Sistico. If I go on their website, let me take a look. This is indeed some sort of e-commerce company that sells some sort of feminine products, right? And they're built on Shopify. So quite a lot of ways to build lead lists, right? As you can see. There's funding rounds. So if you want to go after venture-backed companies, then you can do that. Job postings, like for example, let's say that you sell staffing services for developers, right? You can literally come here and you can look for companies that are actively hiring for a certain type of role. So maybe like a developer. I mean, I'm not really sure the terminology that they use, but like a developer, for example, right? Here's 37,000 companies currently hiring for developers. Then again, we can go filter down on smaller companies, right? And you can see all of these companies are currently hiring for developers, right? So now if you, hypothetically speaking, sell development staffing services, that's a perfect person to contact. So there's quite a lot of ways that you can use these features. And again, you don't have to memorize all of them. It'll build it out for you, right? Which is a really neat feature. So that's pretty much how you use Apollo. Their pricing is pretty simple. So if you wanna see that, you can just come over to their website, click on pricing. They have a couple of different plans. Obviously, the plans, as you go to the more expensive plans, they have more credits, which means you can export more data, but also more features, right? So long story short, we're going to have a partnership. I'm going to link it in the description. If you go with one of their annual plans, we're going to get you guys a pretty nice discount. So take a look in the description. If you are interested, start a 14-day free trial. I believe they don't even make you put a credit card in, so there's literally no reason why you wouldn't want to try it. Just give it a go and see for yourself whether this works for you, okay? So I hope that was useful for you guys. If there's any feature that you want me to go into in specific, well then just let me know. I'll make a video on it, and we can get more in depth. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and until next time.